Vanakkam, warm welcome to my first video presentation on the topic of functions in C. So in some problem we need to repeat some code. We can place the code under a looping statement, but after some time in the same program I need the same code again. So the solution is I need to rewrite the same code again. We have this kind of problems in the C program, even though we are getting the correct answer, but if we are using function, we can solve the above problems what we discussed. So first of all, what is function? So function contains a set of statements that perform a specified task. So if we need it repeatedly means simply we can call the function inside our program wherever we need. So what are the advantages when I'm using function is the first one, modularizing code. So we can easily understand the code. Then the second one is reusing the code. So wherever we need it, we don't want to write again and again. Simply we can call the function name. That is the major advantage. So here let me explain the use of function with a simple real-time scenario. So the need is in college staff, it's just for a joke. For every hour the staff must eat a puff. So that is the question or a need for me. The solution is, so for every hour the staff must go to cafeteria and pay the amount for the puff and eat it. That is the solution. But repeatedly for every hour the staff must go to cafeteria and pay the amount and eat it. It is somewhat difficult. So the best solution is we are going to allot one personal assistant for especially for that job. So whenever the staff need a puff, simply he will call the personal assistant, and he may or may not give the amount for the money, but whenever the staff call the personal assistant, simply he go to the cafeteria and pay the amount for the puff, and he will get the puff and give the puff back to the staff. So we are going to compare this example scenario with our function. So before we are going to compare our example scenario with function elements, I am telling you what are the function elements. When we are going to use a function in a program, we need to include these three things. So the first element is function declaration. So it will tell us the nature of function we are going to use in the program. So the next one is function call. So this is the calling function with or without values. So we are going to briefly discuss about the function call. We will see it later. Then the third element is function definition. So this is an important one. This function definition only contains all the codes that I am going to perform. So now we are going to compare our example scenario with function elements. So now here in the example scenario, the function is nothing but the personal assistant. So repeatedly I need some task. The task is here is personal assistant. The second one is function call. So whenever the staff need puff, simply he will call the personal assistant, and its staff wish he may give the amount or he may not give the amount for the puff. If suppose the staff is not giving the money means the personal assistant spend the money by himself and get the puff and give back the puff to the staff. So the third one is function definition, that we will discuss it later. That is what is the personal assistant going to do in the cafeteria. So now I will show a simple addition program using function. So before I'm explaining the entire code, first I will tell you where actually the function elements will be placed. See here. So after header file, we are going to declare our function. So this is called a function declaration. Then our function call is available within the main function, or wherever we need that function, we can put our function call. Then the third part is function definition. The function definition only contains my actual code. So here my task is I need to add two numbers. So for adding the two numbers, I have a separate function. So the function doing the addition process and give the result back to the calling function. So thank you. Next session we'll see you the function prototypes.